to show you
Our
stuff.
last topic is Wonder Woman 1984.
I don't. Do we need to do the intro for it?
We just did.
We're doing Wonder Woman 1984. I don't know too much about it. I know Gal Gadot is pretty much perfect. And once again, a lot of people complained about what?
I mean, she's gorgeous.
Is it not Gadot? Am I wrong?
It is, no, it's Gal Gadot.
Is it Gadot?
Nope,
No, it's Gadot, right?
It's Gal Gadot. It's that. This is the thing: is that anytime you cast a movie with Gal Gadot, everyone who's related to her has to copy her accent, and they end up sounding a little like Borat. My wife.
Yeah.
You know,
It's hard. It's hard to replicate.
Every single time I think of Gal Gadot, I just picture Borat going, "My wife."
My wife.
My wife.
What was it? Kristen Wiig was rumored cast as the
She's Cheetah.
Cheetah, yeah. And I like that idea. I like that
do too.
concept.
She's
I
done
think
some serious roles.
and I think that people have always complained about comedic actors getting cast in more serious roles. Well, one, it's a comic book movie, so it's not that serious.
Right.
And two, generally because of timing that's involved with comedy, comedic actors generally transition better to dramatic roles and vice versa. So I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see her do something she doesn't usually do.
Right. I just think of people who would have doubted Jim Carrey before he did anything outside of comedy. The number 23 comes to mind.
The Majestic was
Infinite
kind of on
Sadness,
the
right.
Eternal Sunshine.
Eternal Sunshine and Infinite Sadness. The Majestic, that was
That was kind of on the
That was
fringe.
drama,
Yeah, it was drama, but it was like
so
lighthearted.
family movie,
Yeah,
is what it was. This is
yeah.
family
So
movie.
that doesn't count. Man on the Moon, which was
Man on the Moon was amazing. Holy crap. So like if people had doubted, or how about Steve Carell? How about that for an example? Like, fuck, man.
See, I always thought he had
Life of Walter Mitty.
that was Ben Stiller.
Oh shit! I'm thinking of no. Oh, okay, he's another great example.
Wrong middle-aged
Ben
white
Stiller,
guy.
Comedic
from
actor.
Zoolander to The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Right.
But no, I was thinking of
Steve Carell, like Little Miss Sunshine and Dan in Real Life.
Dan in Real Life,
and
one of my favorite movies.
That's a
Fucking
great
love
movie.
that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Crazy Stupid Love, which is a comedy,
Crazy
has a
Stupid
lot
Love.
of
Adam Sandler, because that makes me think of both Punch Drunk Love and Rain Over Me.
yeah.
Rain Over Me.
is watch it.
I will cry every
yeah,
time.
it's such
every
a
time.
good movie.
3 different times. I can tell
I
you
cannot-
exactly which times I will bawl like a girl.
Right. And he does such a good job in that.
He
yeah.
does. He's amazing. So.
Anyway, so Kristen Wiig, I think, will do a good job in Wonder Woman 1984. Outside of that, I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, I know. See, this is the problem with it. It's like, aside of the casting being good, okay, so besides me loving Wonder Woman, both the original movie, both the first movie, and just her character, the casting, etc.,
As well as Gal Gadot.
as well as Gal Gadot. Besides that, like, why should I give a shit about what's going on in 1984? I mean, I just assume that's what it's. I mean, like, Justice League brings us up to now. Unless they're
So
just
are they
forgetting
gonna
that
try
movie
to
ever
do?
happened,
Yeah, are they?
then why are we doing 1984?
Yeah, well, when I would imagine it's just kind of
Stay
one of
away
those.
from Ghostbusters references. Please don't put that in Wonder Woman.
Right.
We've got enough of it with Stranger Things in 1984.
Well, you gotta. Well, one, it's obviously going to be. And see that's my worry too, because if she's going to go through this story and this plot in this movie that she becomes the hero again, right?
I've heard rumors of it being
like
a soft reboot.
and then she like disappears again for 20 years or
Right.
30 years until
Right.
Steppenwolf attacks, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot I was supposed to save people.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, she was saving people, I guess, at one point, like small like bank jobs and stuff. But yeah, so I'm kind of worried about that. So I'm wondering if it's going to be based around a historical event. But I
Again?
can't. Yeah,
Right.
again. But I cannot think, unless it's something to do with the Cold War. I can't really think of what it would be, or Ghostbusters.
Or why I would care.
Well,
that's my
I've
thing.
heard
Why
the
would I
director
care?
talk about like the way society was at that time period. It was like the height of that age, right before everything collapsed, and that's
Right.
kind of what she was saying. What we're in right now is very similar to what that was.
She's gonna cause
or the new
destruction of the
80s,
wall?
essentially. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of thinking it's going to be like a crumbling of government or something like that.
Right.
And with her man coming back to life, I wonder how the fuck they're gonna do that. Like,
Oh, really? He's coming back?
you didn't see like all the set photos and
I
you
know
probably don't look at
nothing
that.
about this
photos.
movie
No,
except
I
that
know.
Kristen Wiig's gonna be in it.
Yeah, I only know that.
And Gal Gadot.
It's called.
Yeah, when they
Wonder
released
Woman
the promo
1984.
images for all the stuff they released, they showed him. It was like, look who's in the 80s, and he's just like out of
So
time.
it's like,
Like,
he
what
just,
the fuck?
does
Like,
he just get like put on ice or what?
Well, there's rumor of what is his name? Pascal something. You guys watch Game of Thrones, obviously.
Yeah.
The Viper. The Viper is
Pedro
gonna be.
Pascal.
Okay, yeah,
He's gonna be
Pedro
in
Pascal.
this, and I'm hearing he's
And he
gonna
should be. He should
he's
be in everything.
rumored to be.
Everything.
He was the best part of the Great Wall.
I forget what character he is, but in the comic book, essentially, he like collects a bunch of magical items and shit like that.
Like 6 stones.
Yeah, random items. I don't know what the hell they could find, but I'm thinking maybe he gives her the gift, like brings back him to be protected for some reason by Wonder Woman. I couldn't think of who would be like going against him though. Like
Right.
they also
So
rumored
that's what
him
I'm
being
saying,
one of the
it's
gods. too.
I like where you're going with like bringing him back. Like he's frozen in time or he died and they rebirthed him or whatever. But I don't know. That's weird. Like, why would she need him
Right.
to
It
like
just feels,
bail her out
like,
of something?
cheesy-ish, and then not only that, but like I think like wouldn't there have been some sort of mention about it in the Justice League?
Right.
Like just something that
Like in
gave
Justice League, like
character
all you really
us
had was a
reason
little
to
bit of
think that
her being like,
character
"Oh,
could-
he's dead."
Yeah,
Um,
right. One time, right.
Well, the other theory was him being whatever Pascal's name. I forget the actor's
Pedro.
name. Pedro Pascal. Apparently, his other character could have been, rumored to be a god, and he brings her back as just like temporarily.
No, that one makes a lot more sense to me. The fact that Pedro Pascal, like as a god, is like, if you follow my instructions or whatever, do my bidding, then I'll reward you by bringing back, your love or whatever.
Sure.
But even that's even a stretch too, because maybe it's more of a threat of damning his soul. I don't know. Like I don't
But
know
this is
what
the thing,
mythology is.
but it's called 1984 too. I just feel like they're going to be pushing the whole related to the Cold War. Like there's going to be some mythological reason for why the Cold War.
Well,
is
the
going
other
on,
pick
right?
thing was like her standing in front of like a bunch of fucking television monitors, and that would, correlate
Yeah, I was
with the
kind
Cold War.
of.
Okay,
Well, my
I see.
my
So
mind
it's gonna
goes to
be-
George Orwell. but-
Yeah, well, George Orwell. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be her
That would
versus
make
TV.
more sense.
I like it.
Yes.
Her versus the government.
Yeah.
I can dig it. See, that would be cool because then, like, to me, seeing as how we're leaving Chris Evans in the MCU, and Captain America's gone,
Yes.
repainting Wonder Woman as the person who's like, fuck the government, I'm not going to do what you say, I'm going to stand for what's right no matter what it is.
Isn't that
would
kind
be
of what she
amazing.
does anyway?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but isn't she helped win World War II? I mean, she's just kind of.
But that was kind of like a
That was a
one-sided
weird.
battle.
I feel like that
choose the
ending
right
went
side.
against the message of the movie. But we're not going to get into that.
I'm saying like.
I was not a fan of Wonder Woman the movie. I liked her in all the shit she's been in, but it's just the whole thing of Wonder Woman.
See, like
Oh,
to me, when I think of Wonder Woman, I don't think. To me, Captain America's better than Wonder Woman. Just not even like I don't care about the fucking powers. I'm talking about this is the thing is that if you look at Captain America's like whole development, his superpower was something he had always had when he was human. Before
was-
the super
it was
soldier.
inside.
It was the ability to always do the right thing. It was inherently know what was the right thing.
Right.
That is Captain America's super
Yeah,
power.
I think it's funny she's a
What's-
strong thing for feminism.
I mean, well, it's like what to me, Wonder Woman. I just think of the lasso of truth, like and
An
her
invisible jet. Are they gonna have an invisible jet?
and an invisible jet. Like, I mean, I don't think of
You're like,
her.
How
as
does that transfer?
But so like if so she's established as a superpower, okay, herself, and then America or Russia or who the fuck wants her to intervene in the war, and she decides she's not going to. That is like taking on the Captain America story.
That is the perfect excuse to introduce the invisible jet, though, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Fuck, I hate that.
She doesn't want to be seen. I
She's
like
working
it.
with the government. They're like, hey, use this shit.
Yeah.
I can't see you. She's like,
Big
this
brother.
is fancy. I'll never use it again, hopefully.
Yeah, I think that could work. I think that would work. But yeah, and like I said, there's already some precedent for it because she's kind of that way anyway. Like she, just kind of went rogue in the last one and was like, I'm just gonna, kill this god, despite what you guys say because I know better. you know, and the whole thing is like we're not governed by the laws of man or whatever. Like we have our own code that we follow.
Right.
So
Right. So which to me is like she's still, you know, that was against her leadership, not against a government. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Captain America, who was bred by the United States government, refused to be their tool.
Right.
She's not, you know, refusing to be, or you know, it's like in helping us with World War II and killing Ares. She's not refusing to be somebody's tool. She's doing exactly what we expect the good guy to do.
Right. And that's how Captain America started, right? So
Yeah,
Was
that's
doing
exactly.
what we expected him to do.
Yeah.
But he grew. That's what I'm saying.
Are we
This
getting Winter
character-
Soldier with fucking
saying,
Wonder
but
Woman
there's-
in the 80s?
But
I
there's-
hope so.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
That'd be well because it's Winter Soldier.
It's
Winter
all
Soldier was so amazing. Can we get Robert Redford again?
Can we get Redford again? Just one more time.
Slate it in there.
Okay, so that's what. So what's Pedro Pascal doing in the comments? What's Chris Pine? What's Chris Pine doing in 1984?
One of the Chris's.
by the way, and is Gal Gadot my wife?